So we were in the town of Ortisei, and that's kind of what it looks like. Back off the other direction. Also a chairlift that goes on that side. So destination, I'm not sure where that one ends up at. But this is kind of like the main area of the city. Down yonder, I just took the escalator up from that little path there. And now we're gonna go in and do the funicular Seceda. 2,500 meters. That's about 8,000 feet. Let's go check it out. Well, greetings. I have the entire car to myself. That's not a very good view there. This is the Seceda lift in the South Tyrol, Northern Italy. Came up from Trento, one of my favorite cities in all of Italy is Trento. It's right at the base of the Dolomites, and this is high in the Dolomites as we are climbing up to about 8,000 feet. And the views, from what I've seen on videos, look just fantastic. So it is 37 euro to take a round trip. You can also spend, I think it was 25 or 26 euro, and that would give you a one-way, so you could go up and then walk it back down. But the hotel I'm staying at, I asked the lady, I said, is it worth, going one way up and then hiking down? And she said, well, it's about 13 kilometers, which is about 7 miles. So as much as I think I would probably enjoy the walk down, it would really eat up my entire day here, because this is certainly not a very cheap place to be. My hotel itself was about $140, which is probably the cheapest place that you were going to find here in this area. Everything else was well north of $200 and $300. Getting that one, it's a really great place. The lady took very, very good care of me, and she put me on the upper level with nice big windows and a really good view out over the city. So I was able to go there and just drop my stuff off. The train up from Trento was only about $10, so that was nice. And I stopped at the store and got some things for a little picnic up here. Got some breads, some waters, had a yogurt drink, a couple of granola bars, things such as that. Because I think there are some paths that you can take and walk around when you get up here. It's very amazing. To mow all this. There's folks there look like they're walking back down. I bet it's more of a challenging hike coming down than what people might give it credit for, because there's going to be a lot of steepness to it. So sometimes that can be pretty challenging on the legs and the knees. We are not very far from Austria. Which will probably be the next destination. I would love to stay here for a couple days, but it'll be tough to afford. Certainly some pretty views up here. More from the top coming up. from the Seceda. What a place to own a home. Alpine living, Alpine living. This is it right here. Well, somewhere between, I don't know, 8,500 and 9,000 feet on top of Ortisei we are. That's Ortisei down in the valley. The two parts to come up here. The first one kind of in that ski lift looking thing, little cable car. And then about 2/3 of the way up, you jump off of that. And then you get on this, I don't know, 25, 30 passenger lift, and it brings you the rest of the way. And there are no supports. It's just from one pole at the bottom to one pole at the top, but it gets you up here. And the views are well worth it. Had to do a little hike to get up here, about 10-15 minutes or so from the drop-off point. Stopped there, had my, look at, that's an airplane. Stopped there, had my little picnic lunch when I got off the lift to get up here. Because they close this, the last thing going down is at 6 p.m., the last transportation. So it only gives me about an hour up here. So just kind of picking a few of my trails that I want to go on. And then make sure I don't have to hike all the way back down to Ortisei by missing that last one. Got the crucifixion there. That kind of denotes the high spot here. You jump back down on this side, you're into a whole new valley. That's the trail that you come up there. Not gonna lie, you certainly feel the elevation. This isn't like walking along the beach in Seceda anymore. The thin air. But you got some terrific valley views down below here. windy, but definitely worth it. Take that little extra 5-minute hike down there. This is probably about the end of this trail, because there's signs there saying don't go further, a sign here saying don't go down, and a sign here saying don't go up. So my guess is you can go down this direction and snake it, which would put you all the way down to the bottom. Then you could hike that trail going all the way back up to the left of the trees, and then you'd have to ascend that slope right through right to the lens there of going back uphill to get to the house in the distance there as the actual departure and arrival point for the funicular. There's a little lake down there too, or a pond. I'd say they probably get about 3 good months of summer up here, and the rest of it is cold, windy, wintry. But man, oh man, is it sure pretty to look at. High atop the Dolomites in northern Italy. So just completed the ride down from the top, and I'm going to walk back down into the city of Ortisei. Bit of a creek that runs down to the side there. Just a really, really pretty alpine scene here. I thought it would be worth making a 2-minute clip of. This is in lieu of taking the escalators back down. The temperature has rebounded quite nicely, back up in the mid-70s. Sunshine feels pretty good. The church here. The green trees against the bright blue sky. Always a real pleasant setting. A little bit of a waterfall going through it. Yeah, I walked down this way before when I was going to find my hotel, drop off my gear. Some of it looks a little bit familiar. It's all very pretty though. Nope, I take it back. I came down that street there and then went right up that hill to get to my hotel. It's all kind of a maze around here. I remember that wooden bridge is right next to me. And then this path walk us down into the city center. Yeah, I'll take a quick little video of that. Find somewhere for a little dinner here. It's about 6:15 in the evening. There is no shortage of pizzeria joints. It's like a music school. I hear music. It's the House of Culture. If you need culture, that's where to find it. Kind of curious to see what the menus will be like as we get really close to Austria. And I think this is kind of a Germanic area of Italy. You can even see like some of the signs are a little bit more German. The architecture is a little bit more German-like Austrian. These places will set you back about 300 to 400 a night. Not me. 140 is about as much as I think I've ever paid for a hotel, but it's only a 10-15 minute walk from here. That's worth the savings. This bar at grocery store is where I got my picnic items before. Spent about $10 total. I think got 2 big waters, some grapes that had seeds in them. I was not happy about that. And just a couple things to snack on. It was kind of nice to have a little Alpine picnic up there. So I think down here is where I first got off the bus. And it looked like kind of a central area. Looked like some beer tents were set up, so that could be the destination where I start at. A little souvenir place here. People try to avoid the cobblestones, so they walk in the middle, and there's pavers. It's quite a bit easier on the feet. And I hear the music strumming. I think this is where the scene's going to be this evening. This is a Saturday evening in the early 3rd of July. La Cantina. Maybe a little Tex-Mex here in northern Italy. You can drink the water in Italy right from the fountain. There's an Austrian license plate. That's just how close we are. We got some pints going here. Ooh, some grill action. Some meats, some wines. A little bit of shopping. This has got a real Austrian/German feel down here. And this is right where the bus dropped us off at the Backpackers Hotel. Haha, this is awesome. Some pint skis right here. Now the question is going to be, how much are they going to give us for the beer? It's certainly not Italian, is it? I don't think. there. Will it be enforced? It could be.